Hey everyone, what is going on? Um, Gail, thank you for coming in. Jennifer Ocean Homestead, Karen, Jen Akers, hello from Ohio. Heather at Milk and Honey Heritage Farms. Thank you guys for joining me. I never really know when I'm gonna do a live, so I always just wing it. And today I was feeling, I was like, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good today. I think I'll just do a live. We'll just check in with the folks and see what's going on. So, how is everybody doing? Does anybody want to join me? You guys are welcome to join me if you'd like. Um, Otherwise, that's fine. Hey, Jamie. Oh, Jamie, you're really making a lot of progress on that. Sarah's Happy Hives. Hey, neighbor. Let me turn my volume down here on this phone. All right. Yeah. So what's going on, guys? I know I was sick um last weekend? Yeah, the weekend of the Martin Luther King holiday, I was sick. We had that Monday off. So hey Mike, too cold to do anything outdoors here. I hear you. Yeah, that Friday before then, I don't know what happened. It just hit me like a ton of bricks. And I was sick that entire weekend. I was so glad that we had that Monday off because I really needed that extra day of rest. How's the seed swap coming? You should get my seeds in 2 weeks ish. Mail is still messed up here. Yeah, I'm I still have some stuff that I need to mail to you, um, Jen, but I was trying to wait for the mail to kind of settle down your way because I know it's backed up. I know it's got to be backed up. I mean, that's crazy. What is the due date on sending the IBG seed swap? So the due date for sending in your seeds is February 7th. That's a Friday. So February 7th, as long as you mail it by February 7th, you're good. Because I want to try to have everybody's seeds out by the end of February. So at least that's my goal. Oh, Gail planted onions today. You know what? I was thinking about doing some onions, but the farmers market near me always has really, really good prices on onion sets. So I didn't, I have only tried it once. And the one time I did try to grow onions from seed, I neglected them and it didn't work out. So then I didn't do it again. After that, I just got the onion sets and they worked out pretty well. But I don't have a whole lot of space for onions. I could plant them like here and there, like in between stuff. But as far as like a whole bed of onions, I just don't have the space for that. Not yet, anyway. I'd love to have. I'm gonna slowly work on getting more and more raised beds, like the ones I just set up this past fall, because I find that those are really nice to not have to bend too much. I can sit and it'll be like right at my like waist level, and that helps a lot. Oh, it's a surprise, huh, Heather? Heather likes to be surprising. Hubby stayed home today with a fever. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I didn't have a, that was one thing I was glad I didn't have a fever, but um, I was not well. I was not able to hold anything down, and because of that, I really just didn't even have an appetite because I was just afraid to eat. So I'm sure I dropped a couple pounds over that weekend. Thank you, Jamie. No rush. It's still 10 degrees Fahrenheit here. I ain't planting stuff anytime soon. So, Jen, what are your plans for your greenhouse? Um, your seed swap wish list is pretty impressive. So I know that you are going to need uh, to have a pretty nice setup for these seeds you're trying to grow. Unless you're going to wait, unless you're going to hold on to them and wait. I was thinking of planting garlic cloves. See, I got some garlic from Jan, and they weren't cloves, but they were the bulbils, and those are going to take a couple years to eventually turn into, garlic bulbs. 2, maybe 3 years, depending. So, but they were sprouting in the Ziploc bag, and I was like, oh my gosh, I gotta get these out. So it was a pretty fair day that day. I think it was in, I don't know, might have been October, and I just went out there and I just kind of broadcast them, right over this area. I put some fresh compost on it and some worm castings, and I don't remember what else. And then I covered it with some straw. So, and I did that in two spots. I did that in two spots. So it's a place that I don't mind giving up for the time being. I don't mind sacrificing that space because I've mentioned before that the goal is oh, those are survival seed onions. I got it. I got it. Okay. Um, and I forgot what you're sorry about, Jamie. Sorry. My attention span sometimes is like this. But anyway, sorry I got distracted with the chat. So I don't mind giving up that space. I have mentioned it before that um, I'm trying to push my garden in a direction where most of the beds on the perimeter of my garden are going to be like either perennials, they come back every year, or they're self-sowing or self-seeding annuals. So some annuals will go to seed and they will have a ton of seed. So I plan to obviously harvest some of those seeds, but then I also plan to let a lot of those seeds fall right where they're at. That way, I don't have to plant those things again, and they'll just self sow and come back again every year whenever it's time for them to come back. So that's the idea. Staying hydrated, washing hands, absolutely. I was pretty impressed with myself. Hey, Troy, thanks for coming in. How are you feeling? Granddaughter has a high temperature. Oh, poor baby. It's not fun to have little ones when they're sick because you just feel so helpless. Trying to grow as much as I can in the greenhouse. It's a 16 by 16. Wow, that's a pretty nice size. And mostly clear tough text. Certain seeds I'll wait till I have it heated through the winter. That's the thing, yeah. Hey Jan. So I was watching Jan on the Butlers live right before this, and probably a lot of you were there too. And her sister got her locked up in a room and she was just cutting loose faucet. Did you get my C-swap email? Yes, I did. I did, Gail. I think I did. I'm I'm pretty sure I did. I think I did. I can't say for sure, but I'm pretty sure I did. Hey, it's What Life. Thanks for coming in. Hi, Belt Loop. Thank you guys for coming in. Trying to get all the dead leaves in my raised beds. Yeah, I did that at the end, at the end of the season in the fall. But so I'm slowly trying to build my garden up to the point where the only things that I'm planting are going to be like warm weather summer crops, like tomatoes, peppers, cucumbers, and squash, maybe okra, and whatever melons I decide to grow that year. But other than like the really like true annuals that absolutely have to be planted every year, I'm gonna try to have a lot of the leafy greens like spinach, chard, um, mustards, kales, all those leafy greens. I want those to be an established um, crop. That way, when those things, they're already biannual. So when those things go to seed, I want them to just self seed right where they're at and then come back again so that I don't have to plant them again. Tend to type a lot. Let me introduce myself. I'm Gary from Belt Loop Homestead. Pleasure to meet you all. So that's the idea, because I want to try to do as much as I can as far as perennials and self-sowing annuals. That way, it's less work for me. I don't have to plant. I don't have to worry about starting seeds. When am I going to start the seeds? How am I going to start the seeds? I like to direct sow everything, really. I don't like to start seeds in the house. So a lot of my things are direct sown outside. Um, yes, perennials. Hello, Luann. Thanks for coming in. Yes, Troy. We are all hoping that you feel better. So that's the she's loose. Let's see. Yes. Okay. I did. Your I got your box. So I am going to go through some of the seeds that I received for the IBG seed swap. That way you guys can get an idea of what I am working with. Healing prayers up for all of us. I feel good today, but so hubby felt fine yesterday. Good, good. Yeah, I was sick over the Martin Luther King weekend, but nope, nobody else got sick. Well, I take that back because then my daughter didn't feel good after that. So, right, Jamie. Those are like the only ones that I really want to even be bothered with planting. And maybe stuff like radishes and, peas and beans, stuff that's not going to, in my area, I can forget about peas and beans coming back at all, ever. I'm definitely going to have to plant those. And I'm in the process of redoing my garden. Got to do one more 4x4 bed. Absolutely. Oh, and then I'm also going to be, what does candy roaster squash taste like? I've never grown the candy roaster squash. It looks really nice, but I've never had it. I don't remember, Gary. I had Nightbot set up. Let me see if I can check it real quick. I had Nightbot set up, but I don't remember if there is a drop command. Let me just check really quick. I don't know if it works or not, but try it. It's just IBG. If you drop IBG in the chat, It might drop your link. I'm not sure if it works. I'm not doing the Survival Seeds collab, no. Only because I don't want to grow things that we're not going to eat. So, like beets and some of the things that are growing in the Survival Seeds collab, like I don't grow those things. So, like big onions from seed, I don't grow onions from seed. I don't do beets. I don't know what the other ones are this year. And then I was gonna do the herb one. I was, considering doing the herb part of it with bushcraft. But the only thing I don't have growing right now is the hyssop. I already have what is it, oregano, and I already have lemon balm in the garden. So it wouldn't do me any good to plant those things because I've got well established lemon balm and oregano. So the only herb really that I would be planting new would be the hyssop, and I do plan to grow it. I do plan to plant that, but that's why I didn't do the seed survival seed. Thank you, Karen. I've been doing the disinfectant dance. Yes. Oh, what I was saying was when we had caught the C virus, I'm not going to say it, but when we got that, me and my son got it at the same time. And I believe we got it from a car dealership. I took my son to look at a car, and he needed a car to get back and forth to work. So we were at the car dealer, and we both ended up sick from that. But my daughter was sick first. She was the first one to get it, and she got it from school. And I have to say, I was pretty proud of myself because I quarantined her in her room. And every time she needed to use the restroom, I told her, let me know when you're getting up. Let me know when you're leaving your room. So she wore a mask to leave the room. She went to the restroom. Every time she left the restroom, I disinfected the restroom. Knobs, light switch, doorknobs, toilet flush, sink, everything, you name it. Disinfected that. And then I used disposable everything for her. And she had a garbage bag in her room. So she just, anytime she needed to eat or drink, it was a plastic cup, throw away silverware, throw paper plates, whatever, just throw it away. That way, those germs are not coming out of the room for any reason. You know what I mean? So, and thankfully, it didn't spread. Like, we didn't get it from her. Nobody got it from her. Not started planting yet. Neither have I, Luann. Don't worry about it. I have Candy Roaster seeds. Going to try it this year. Okay. Well, we're all interested to know what it tastes like, Jen. Has anyone had... Oh, it did. It worked. Good job, Nightbot. I planted about 30 starters to get a head start. I have cabbage, broccoli, and dill sprouting so far. Ooh, I love some dill. Oh my gosh. I made some spicy dill pickles last, was it? Yeah, it was this summer. Last summer, I made some spicy dill pickles. Of course, I didn't have any pickles because the cucumber beetles took all my plants out. So I didn't have any homegrown pickles. I actually went to the farmer's market and they had like bushels of pickles on sale. So I think they were like 49 cents a pound or something like that. So I got a huge amount of pickles, and I made a lot of spicy dill pickles, and we're still eating them now. So I know that we are running low, and I feel like Ingram. What does that mean? Oh, in ground. So yeah. But I know that now, because we're running low and it's about to be February, that I'm going to need to bump up, probably double the amount of pickles that I make next year. So my plan of action this year is to preserve with purpose. So I need to plant enough things that I know I want to preserve. So we like to eat those green chilies in the cans because I like to make the white chicken chili. And the white chicken chili calls for northern beans, and it also call or any white bean really, but northern beans are usually the favorite. And those little cans of green chilies. My husband loves them. So I'm like, you know what? Those little cans are small and they're almost $1 a piece. I have to use, I think, about four of those in one recipe. So I'm like, it would really help if I could grow these peppers myself and do these green chilies myself. So, of course, I looked it up. I'm like, okay, so what kind of peppers am I supposed to be growing? To make my green chilies? And lo and behold, it's peppers I already have seed for. It's the Anaheim pepper. So that's the goal this year, is to grow lots of Anaheim peppers so that I can do lots of green chilies. So preserving with purpose. That's the goal for this year. And doing more. Um, I still have peppers up there, and I still have diced tomatoes. We use a lot of diced tomatoes because I like them in chili. I make different dishes that I use diced tomatoes in. So diced tomatoes is usually. I don't make a lot of pasta like spaghetti because we try not to eat a lot of pasta. So I don't usually make a lot of spaghetti sauce. We might have spaghetti twice a month. So yeah, Roma tomatoes, kidney beans, pie pumpkin, onions, bell peppers, and beets. Okay, so yeah. So the Roma tomatoes I wouldn't mind. I would grow those. Those were fine. Kidney beans, I would not grow the kidney beans because I would have to grow way too many beans in order to do anything with those kidney beans. Like, and I don't want to dedicate the space to kidney beans when I need that space for like green beans or cucumbers or whatever. Pie pumpkins, that's an idea. I don't usually grow pumpkins, but this year, because I'm preserving with purpose, I will probably do uh, a few pumpkins. I will definitely, because I want to be able to chop those in half, bake them, and then scoop out the pumpkin and can it. Because I do make a pumpkin cheesecake for Thanksgiving. And yeah, I wouldn't do a lot of those. I would probably only do like two plants maybe, but that stuff will keep for a long time. Onions, I don't grow onions from seed, so that wouldn't be great. And bell peppers, I mean, I do grow bell peppers, but they're not just the regular bell peppers. So, and I don't grow beets. So yeah, I would only grow like two out of maybe three, two and a possible. At two and a possible on that. Yeah, I do onion sets as well. Yes. Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, you had a really good onion harvest last year, Jan. I remember that video when you were setting them all up to dry them out. That was a good harvest. That's why I decided not to join that collab. We don't eat most of the stuff available in that collab. I'm limited on garden space, so I didn't want to take up space in the garden with stuff we don't eat. Exactly. Exactly. Mm-hmm. Exactly. Grow what you eat. That's what it's all about. We don't want to be wasting space growing things that we're not going to eat. Disinfectant rockstar. Clean house, healthy spouse. Yes, you got it. I got too much going on to focus on anything right now. Oh my gosh, Jamie. You need some you time. You need some getaway time to de-stress. You definitely have a lot going on, but this too shall pass. Resourceful living. I have the wall of onions aside for you. I'm hoping to have my email invite sent for my collab by February 1st. I put you aside for you. I'm thinking we will just go with starts this year. You know what? There's nothing wrong with that, Gary. Nothing at all, because I support my local farmers market, and I usually get starts for things like jalapenos, and they have these mountain spring tomatoes that I love to get. So I usually get mountain spring tomatoes and Rutgers tomatoes, and then I always get my jalapenos, and if I can get there in time, I get banana peppers. So yeah, because like I said, I don't like to start seeds inside, but this year I'm preserving with purpose. So I have a specific pepper that I'm going to be growing, and I'm not to say they won't have it, because they very well might have it, because they do have a very good variety of their starts. So I definitely, there's no shame in it. I love to use starts because that way I don't have to do the starting inside. And I can usually get a whole flat of starts for like 20 bucks. 20 bucks. And I'm going to kid you not, it's like, and when you're picking out your starts from a nursery, you want to get, if it's a 4 cell, each cell can have 2 to 3 plants in it. So if I have two, let's just say for instance, I have 2 plants in each cell and I have 4 cells. That's 8 plants out of one 4 pack. And I can get a whole flat of variety, whatever I pick, I can mix it all up for 20 bucks. So sometimes I just rather pay for the convenience of not having to start seeds inside, under lights, under grow lights, because I just know myself. I will neglect those seeds and they'll die. I like to plant outside when it's time to plant outside. So like I'm going to do mostly the usual salsa sauce stuff. Yep. So I like to plant things out early. There's a handful of things you can plant out before your last frost date. So like peas, spinach, a lot of the brassicas, carrots, radishes, those things can go out and you can plant those things direct sow, like direct seed those things in your garden. Sometimes 6 weeks before your last frost. And you know what I mean? They'll come up when it's time for them to come up. So I love green chilies too. I need to grow them so that I can preserve them, so that I can stop paying $1 for those little bitty cans. Yes, Gary. Especially because of a lot of the recalls with food and stuff like that. Like every time you turn around, it's a recall. Recall on lettuce, recall on this, recall on that, recall. Like seriously, like what are you guys doing? Like why aren't you taking care of our food, you know? I mean, I get it. Mistakes happen. Sometimes there's machine errors, mechanical errors. Sometimes it's human error, whatever. But it's a lot. It's been a lot. I enjoy it, but have just had my interest pulled in other directions. Yep. My wife loves it as well. I know she does. Anaheim, yum. So good in salsa too. Absolutely. Gary, you got this. Plant away. Oh, you can do it, Gary. And you guys got those chickens over there, Gary. So you got all that wonderful, wonderful fertilizer. I grow more tomatoes than anything else. I want to grow lots of beans, but I have no space for it. I have no space for pumpkins, cantaloupe, or watermelons, but I really want to grow them. So what about containers? Have you thought about getting some containers to grow those things in? Because that's what I do. Most of my annuals, my warm weather crops, I grow them in grow bags and pots and things like that. So, and then you can grow those vertically. So you can save space growing those things vertically. I got these, they're not cattle panels, but they're like similar. You guys probably know what they are. They're like these panels and they're used in construction for like, it's like a concrete mesh panel or something like that. I forget what it's exactly called or what the technical name for it is. But I've got a few of those that I got at the hardware store a while back, and they were really cheap then. They're probably like double or triple now, but they were like $7 or $8 at the time. And I still have them. I have two of them. Yeah, I think I have two of them. And I use those to grow on as far as a trellis is concerned. But there's so many ways you can be creative in making a trellis and stuff like that. It's hard to get enough beans from one or two plants. Yeah, I can't do one or two plants. So let me see. I had posted something on my community tab. Let me see if I can find it and then I'll bring it up. It was a little like cheat sheet about how many plants to grow of each for like your family of whatever size. So here it is. Let me see if I can share it. Okay, I found it. It tells you how many plants you need to grow for, oops, wrong thing. For a food for a year, I think it is. For each person. Okay, let's see. Oops, wrong one. There we go. I don't know if you guys can see that. So asparagus, you got to grow 25 asparagus plants for one person. Broccoli is 15. Bush beans, you need 50 to 75 plants per person if you want to grow a year's worth of food. Isn't that crazy? I don't know that people are actually growing that many plants. I think, I don't know. Is that realistic? I grew a few pumpkins last year. Want to put a little more in this year. Yep. Thank you, Gary. Thank you so much for stopping in. Getting excited slowly. Woo woo. I can't do a little. I always end up adding more. I know. Especially like when you want to grow all the things, it's hard not to. Beans are so cheap to buy that I don't utilize my space in the garden planting beans. You got a point there. That's like why I don't plant corn. I never plant corn because, hello, I live in Indiana, so we definitely have corn. Have a great night, Sarah's happy hives. Yeah, definitely. Good night. Good night. Gotta go. My daughter is calling. Have a great week, Karen. Thanks so much for coming in. Oh, yes. Ordered some seeds from that place in Ukraine. I couldn't get the variety here from the place I only buy from. They were delivered but couldn't get my package till I paid $41 duty fees. What? Oh my gosh, that's crazy, Jen. I just ordered from them, but I had to get a permit to order from them. I never had to do that before, but potatoes, really, Heather? I grew some of those little purple potatoes this last year, but I didn't grow a lot. I planted 6 and I got back quite a few, but I'm going to go ahead and replant those again and then get, a whole lot more. So now that I know how well they do, they did really well. My grow light seeds are going slow. I think it's too cold in there. Oh yeah, that could be it. They need, depending on what they are, they need at least like 50 to 60 degrees, consistently for, some of those things that you're probably growing. Last frost here is in April. Yep. And shortages. Yep. Hello, Big Family Expedition. Thanks so much for coming in. So yeah, are you guys planting this much stuff for, I don't know who grows a year's worth of food, but in order to at least try to grow a year's worth of food, this is how many plants you have to grow per person. I don't even have space for that many plants. Potatoes were so easy, just give them plenty of space and put them under the soil and leave them. I look forward to having my own vegetables to eat. I know. Yes, my own vegetables. 6 by 60 space. That's a big space. All our garden is raised beds, buckets, because our ground is rock. We have to keep the garden contained or the deer will eat everything. Isn't that the truth? Yeah, the concrete reinforcement wire. It's like a panel of, it almost resembles a cattle panel that's very, 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 very thin. Hey, Linda. Thanks for coming in. We're redoing our garden this year. Again, you guys did a lot of work last year with that garden, Jan. All raised beds in the main garden. Oh, yes, that sounds wonderful. Yeah, I'm slowly moving toward a lot more raised beds, definitely. You're not late, Linda. You're fine. Yes, Rocky. I don't know what they did on this property with the landscaping, but it's a lot of rocks. So it's an unnecessary amount of rocks everywhere. Starting fresh. Kentucky woman Carlene, thanks for coming in. We're definitely not growing as many tomato plants, just growing what we need. How many tomato plants did you grow last year, Jan? I only grew, what did I grow? I grew 4 of the Rutgers, and I think I grew 4 of the Mountain Spring. And I think that was it. I don't pay attention to those charts. It depends on what people like and how much they eat of that one thing. Yeah. I definitely know I need to do more greens, like more kale, more collard greens, more spinach. We love greens. So I definitely have to beef up the greens. Eatable pumpkins for pies specifically. Yeah, I am going to do some of the pie pumpkins as well. No permit needed in Canada. Yeah, for me to order those seeds from Ukraine, I had to get a permit. It was free. It wasn't like I had to pay for it. It was free. But I had to get a permit, and they don't send tomatoes or peppers anymore to the US, which was kind of saddening because I did want a few tomatoes. But whatever. Love the purple potatoes. Yes. I think they were called Toliak. Toleak. If I'm not mistaken. They're like purple, like fingerling tomatoes. Sorry, not tomatoes, potatoes. And they came out really good and they didn't stop growing. Like they just grew and grew. Like the the foliage, like it never died. Usually potatoes will die back and you're like, okay, they're starting to die back. They're getting brown. It's almost time to harvest. No, these ones just kept blooming. They were kept on. Flowers kept blooming. The branches just kept like it just kept growing. They just kept growing, and I was like, when are these potatoes gonna stop growing so that I can harvest them? I thought they would have been ready by now. I mean, it got to the point where it was about to be frost, and I had to just harvest them. It was wild. I was like, wow, these potatoes just don't want to stop growing. I did a year's worth of parsley. Okay. You know what? I probably have a year's worth of sage. Sage and mint, of course. And what's the other one? What else did I have? Oregano. I have tons of oregano, but I love oregano. I didn't realize how much I loved oregano. And then when I started growing it, I was like, wow, this is amazing. I love oregano. Does anyone have a digital copy of a dehydrating book they can share? Dehydrating book. I don't know if I have a dehydrating book. I'll have to look and see. I do have quite a few digital books, so I might have one, but I'll have to make sure. I'll have to look and see. Farming Nature's Way. We used to live in southern Indiana. You know, southern Indiana got a lot of snow and storm this year, and we are like way up top of Indiana, you know, right on the lake, pretty much. So it was weird because the South got hit so hard this year, and we barely got anything. We barely got any snow, and I'm used to, maybe not in the past few years, but in years past, I'm used to getting like blizzard snow and whiteouts and roads closing because it's too dangerous to drive, and you know, dumping 12, 14 inches of snow. You know, I'm used to that type of stuff. But lately, we have not gotten that kind of snow in a long time. Mm-hmm. Absolutely, Gail. I want that too. So my containers I'm putting up, I have some, what are those called? The concrete bricks. Um, oh my gosh, I'm drawing a blank. Um, I can't even think of the name of it. You know what I'm talking about. They're like big and they have the two holes in them. I can't even remember what they're called. But anyway, I have four of those sitting in the garden. And then I have a huge pallet on top of that. And then my grow bags go on top of the pallet. So, and then the mesh is connected like in an arch to the pallet. So I can grow two on the outside and possibly two on the inside. So, cinder blocks. That's what they are, cinder blocks. 35 tomatoes last year. Oh, wow. Was that 35 varieties or 35 tomatoes of the same variety? What's your favorite variety of tomato? No, don't have one. Would be nice. Nearly 50 different tomatoes. Oh my gosh, Jen. That's definitely but you when you finally took them out of the freezer and you were doing your sauce, you were getting ready to can them. Those tomatoes were very pretty. They are still pretty, even coming out of the freezer, they were still pretty. 5 or 6 tomato plants, and that was plenty. Same here, Gail. We don't do a whole lot of tomatoes. Like, I definitely am going to do more tomatoes for like salsa and more diced tomatoes. But other than that, yeah, because I don't do tomato sauce. But salsa and diced tomatoes, I definitely need some more tomatoes for that. I only grew 8 plants, and those, the Mountain Spring variety that I grew, I think is a determinate tomato. So I think I'm going to look for something similar to the Mountain Spring, except an indeterminate. Or I might just stick with my heirloom variety and grow those. I'm going to grow sprouts inside. Ooh, sprouts. Is that like the microgreens, the sprouts, the little bean sprouts, and um, like alfalfa sprouts and stuff like that? I need to grow more kale. Yes, I do too, because we love kale. I could get all seeds here. No restrictions on tomatoes or peppers so far. Really? Well, that's not fair. I wonder why they're restricting the US for tomatoes and stuff. You know what, Jen? I don't even know what tomatoes I was looking for. I was looking for like probably just some nice, big size tomatoes that I could slicers, I guess you could say slicers, because they would hold up, as diced tomatoes as well. Um, but I'm wondering why I didn't even look at the tomatoes because I knew that I couldn't get any, so I didn't even bother looking at them. But I wonder why you guys are able to get the tomatoes and we aren't. Hmm, what's that all about? 25 tomato plants. We can spaghetti sauce, rotel, salsa, and we dehydrate chopped tomatoes as well as dehydrate and grind up powder. Yes. Now I've seen a lot of people do that. I have not yet used my Ninja. I have a Ninja and it's like a 5-in-1, and it does bake, grill, broil, dehydrate, and of course fry, air fry. Um, and I got it and I was like, oh, I was so excited because it had the dehydrating option on it. And I have not used it yet. Can you believe that? My herbs I have in a hanging rack. So it's got, I don't know, like 4 or 5 little spaces, and they unzip or whatever, and you just kind of hang it. So I've got it hanging in my shed out, my garden shed. And I usually just dry my herbs like that. But um, I do want to do some dehydrating of like some peppers and onions and stuff like that. That way, when I get ready to make soups and stews and stuff like that, then I'll have those, and I won't have to use space for canning on a shelf and in my freezer. So I do have to get on that though. But I think I need an attachment or some type of insert for it, like the rack thing that goes inside for the dehydrating. I think I have to get that. All my potatoes are sprouting, so I will plant them this year. Okay, what kind of potatoes are they, Jan? Are they yellow potatoes, red potatoes? I like yellow potatoes a lot, and red potatoes. Yeah, those are like my favorites, yellow and red potatoes, because they're so versatile. Like you can eat them with the peels on, and you know they're great, and they have lots of nutrients. So ground cover. Okay, what are you gonna do with your ground cover? Sounds like you're boxing over there. What? Me? If you go online, if you go online, type free PDF dehydrating book. Okay, Great idea. Gotta run, everyone. Have a blessed evening. Good night, Luann. Thank you so much for coming in. Freeland Farm, thanks for coming in. Potatoes can be determinate or indeterminate, like tomatoes. Might have been indeterminate. You know what? I didn't even think of that. And I knew that. That's right. So they might be an indeterminate variety because they did not die. I had to pull them out because they just would not stop growing. Yeah, I had more snow than you did. Really? Uh, we only had like 4 inches, maybe twice. I don't remember. I don't remember getting any more than 4 inches at a time, and we got a little bit of snow after Thanksgiving, and that was barely anything. And then a couple times we got like 4 inches at a time. But yeah, we didn't get a lot of snow. This is the first year no snow so far. I was watching a live. I forget whose live it was, but it was about 11 months ago because I looked at it, and one of your comments in the live, Heather, was that it was snowing and that you guys had a lot of snow. And that was 11 months ago. So it's pretty crazy that you guys have like no snow. You went from having snow this time last year to having no snow at all. Cinder blocks, yes. I don't know why I was drawing a blank. I could not think of what they were called. They were called cinder blocks, yes. Or there's another name for them too, cinder blocks and something else too. I think everyone had more snow than me. That's surprising too, Jen. I saw the raised planters at Tractor Supply. I was like, I do want them. I want to go visit them again. Income tax is coming. Yeah, I was looking at the raised beds in Menards because I was in Menards looking around to see what all they had, and they had 10-cent seeds on sale, of course. Nothing that I really needed except for I did get some of these asters that were pretty. I thought they were pretty. So I got these asters. I got about 5 packs of these asters, and they just look really pretty. And I've never grown asters, but I've always thought they were pretty flowers. Big beef, canning tomatoes. Yeah. You know what? I didn't even grow any cherry tomatoes last year. And I don't even know why. Like, I guess I might have overlooked them. Like, I just forgot about them or something. And I was like, wow. When I noticed, I was like, I don't have any cherry tomatoes growing. And then I went back to the nursery to get some cherry tomatoes, but I wasn't I wasn't impressed with them because they had gotten really big in those little tiny cells. And I know sometimes that'll just cause like a stunted growth, and they're more trouble than they're worth because then you're wasting fertilizer on them and they're just really not going to act right. So I didn't grow any cherry tomatoes last year. I'm excited to use my new dehydrator this summer. Yes, I am too. I'm gonna definitely buckle down. I finally figured out my inside tomato plant. Herman. It's a brandy wine? The inside tomato? Did you check your mailbox? I did not check my mailbox today. I got the package on my front doorstep, so I didn't check my mail yet. Beefsteak. Yeah, beefsteaks. Yep, beefy. 9,000 steps. Wow, Gail, that's amazing. Good job. And you're not even feeling 100%. So that's really impressive. Yes, you are doing awesome. 6 inches of snow once. Woo. That was crazy that Louisiana, New Orleans got like, what was it, 10, 12 inches of snow? Oh my gosh, that was crazy. They got more snow than we did. I used the dehydrator all the time. You got as much snow as we did. Okay. Oh, Farming Nature's Way. They just started their channel this year. So we should all stop by. If you type IBG in the chat, it'll drop your link for your channel. And then we can come and we can visit you. I love asters. I got a bunch to grow this year. Can't believe they had asters 10 cents. Don't have these prices here. Yeah, I saw them. I went to the we had a trip to the we took a trip to the Shedd Aquarium um for what was it for? It was for something. I don't know if it was for Father's Day or Sweetest Day, I think maybe, or something. It was some type of uh occasion, and I wanted to take my husband because he loves the aquarium. And they had these beautiful asters growing outside, and I was like, wow, I need to grow some asters. So yeah, when I went there and I was looking at the 10-cent seeds, and I saw these Prego giant mixed colors asters. Oh wait, let's do this. And I couldn't resist. Like, look at the pink and the purple and the white. So, and I think these are red. So they should be really pretty in the garden. And of course, I'll include some of those in the seed swap too. Feeling much better today. I got a lot done, including gardening. Cosmos too, yeah. I heard that cosmos are really easily self-seeded. Like they really easily self-seed. Like once they go to seed, you have to get those seeds, otherwise they'll be everywhere. You can make jam with cosmos. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. Absolutely. Thank you very much. We have a lot to share. Blessings will be returned. Yes. Thank you, Gail. Gail has dropped the link for Farming Nature's Way. They're a brand new channel this year, so they need all the support they can get. And let me write that down because that way I know after the live I can pay a visit. Farming Nature's Way. All right. Nice. All right, so let's look at some of the seeds I got. Did you plant that bulb, the purple flower? I thought it was too cold to plant it. When I got it, it was like freezing outside already. So I was like, man, the ground, I pretty much thought the ground was frozen already. So I did not plant it yet. Um, so I hope it'll be okay to plant in the spring. Yes, Farming Nature's Way. What is your name? All right, let's see if I can do this because this is a big box. Oh, and I need to share these too. All right, so I got these. Oh, thank you, Gail. Thank you so much. I just put some shavings around it, keep cool and dark. Okay, so, okay, got it. All right, so these ones, I don't remember. I'm not going to say who they're from. I'm just going to say that these came in. So there's a lot of squash in this package. So we got the gray zucchini squash, dark green zucchini squash, White Lisbon bunching onion. The screen's not going to let me do this. White Lisbon bunching onion, 2 of those. More dark green zucchini, a different brand. Oh, good. Okay, good. I accidentally sent the corer to myself when I ordered it on Amazon, and I was like, what is this envelope? Like, it was sitting on the kitchen table for a while, a couple days, few days, or whatever, and I had sent Kathy an email, and I said, "Hey, I ordered your corer. It should be there whenever the day was." And then I didn't say anything else about it. And I'm like, "What is this package on the kitchen table here?" And then, of course, it has my name on it. I'm like, Amazon? I didn't order anything from Amazon. So I open it. It's Decorer. I didn't change the address in the Amazon. When I sent it, I was like, are you kidding me? So then I sent Amazon a refund request or whatever, or return request. I was going to return it, and then just buy it again. And they were like, well, why are you returning it or whatever? And I put in there, I bought it by mistake. I needed to send it to someone else, and I accidentally sent it to myself. So then they said, keep it, don't bother returning it. And then they gave me an Amazon credit. So I was like, oh, well, that works. So then I just turned around and bought it again and sent it. So yeah, Black Beauty eggplant, Black Beauty squash, more dark zucchini, another different, you guys can't see that, another different, I want to say brand, but that's not the word. White scallop squash, Mary's heirloom seeds, white scallop squash, more Black Beauty eggplant, early prolific straight neck squash. This is a Hungarian heart tomato. Has anyone grown these Hungarian heart tomatoes? They look pretty interesting. It's an heirloom. Ooh, you want that oil sprayer thing for cooking. First year after the vine borers. I hope my plants grow. Planted garlic everywhere. No, it wasn't Lori. It wasn't Lori. Yeah, butternut squash, Black Beauty eggplant, um, more early white scallop squash. Scallop squash is actually pretty good because it grows pretty fast. Butternut squash and golden zucchini. So somebody wanted to get rid of a lot of squash seeds. And what better way to do that than in a seed swap, right? So that was one. Um, then I got, let's see, if I can get these out. Okay. We have a lot of crookneck seeds this year if anybody is in need. I've got some Italian long zucchinis I'm going to plant this year. Kayla and Lori both hate squash. This is soapwort. Has anyone grown soapwort? Soapwort or motherwort? Those are medicinals, by the way. Straw flowers. What's this? This is tango celery, African daisies, and lion's mane. This is a type of marigold. It's called lion's mane. So lion's mane marigold. They're really pretty too. Heather, you did send me some calendula. Quite a bit, I might add. You sent me calendula and chamomile, and then there were some other things in the box as well. But definitely, you did send me lots of calendula. And those calendula seeds are really big. Like they don't even compare to the calendula that I already had. Like those calendula seeds that you had, those are huge calendula. So I'm excited about those. I like the stuff nobody heard, LOL. That's the most fun to grow and learn about. It is. It definitely is. Motherwort, I have those seeds. So yeah, motherwort. This is gold celosia. Gold celosia. Pink bee balm. We got pink bee balm. Let's see. This is feverfew and Vera Italian lavender. So I know quite a few people had some lavender on their list. Wait, was there three? No, that's two. Yeah, feverfew, lavender, evening primrose, and toothache plant. We got those in there. Evening primrose, toothache plant. Hello, Mimi's Place. Thanks for coming in. Never heard of it. Okay. Never heard of that lavender. Yeah, that's a lot of different. This one is true lavender. There's lots of different ones. So this one, I think there are still some viable seeds in there, but it looks like they didn't package with care because you can see like the ones that got smashed in there. But there's still quite a few good seeds in there. This is true lavender, container friendly. This is red bee balm and elegance purple lavender. So lots of lavender. This has feverfew and wild lettuce. If I can get it to show up on the screen, feverfew and wild lettuce. All right, this one is Serena. Hello. Got sweet marjoram seeds, planning to grow for the first time. I have never grown marjoram. I don't know. Has anyone else grown? You've never seen seeds for wild lettuce, Jennifer? I have wild lettuce growing in my backyard. I think I actually managed to save some seeds last year. All right, so this is borage. Lots of borage. This is more mugwort. Wait, did I say mugwort? No, it was motherwort. So this is mugwort. These are like medicinals. This one is the wild bee balm. So this is like the regular, the blue or like the purple one. That's that bee balm. Yellow coneflower. So this is yellow coneflower. It's not the purple one that you're used to seeing, but it's yellow. Yarrow, if anyone grows yarrow, and lemon balm. Lots of lemon balm. I have lots of lemon balm as well. So lemon balm. Lightly dust on the top of the soil and dust with light soil. Very light tap. Keep watered. It's oregano. Wild lettuce is not oregano. No. Wild lettuce is something a little bit different. Well, it's actually a lot different. Um, yeah, it's have you ever seen like the milky, like the milkiness that comes out of the stems of the wild lettuce? I have mugwort. I have a mugwort. It comes back every year. This will be its third year. Do you do anything with it, Serena? What do you do with the mugwort? Oh, I haven't seen a yellow. Yeah, interesting, right? Oh, you need yarrow? Let me make a note of that. I have, where are my notes? My seed swap notes. I'll make a note of that, Heather. All right. Yeah, do you do anything with the mugwort, Serena? Serena, sprinkle seeds on top of growing medium. Only water in, don't cover. 10 days, they'll be coming up. I want all seeds medicinal. I need to make a list of all those names. Oh, you want all seeds medicinal? I think you had that. I think you did have that on your list, Kathy. Let me look at your list. Um, no, it doesn't say medicinals, but I'll make a note of it so that when I'm doing your seeds that I know that you would like medicinals as well. Just subscribed, heard about you from Gail. Oh, thank you. Gail's great. Gail is so great. I've met a lot of people through Gail. Exactly, Jen. Yes. So I do have wild lettuce. I have a ton of it in the yard, and I know that I harvested seeds this last year. It was so sticky, and it was so hard to harvest the seeds. So I remember harvesting those seeds. So wild lettuce. I'll make a note of it for you, Jen. So when I'm doing yours, um, okay. So that when I'm doing yours, I can include some of the wild lettuce. Kind of like sunflower from the stem. Mm-hmm. That's right. Remember that, Jan, when you were going through the was it the potato patch? And you were like, oh, I got all these weeds here. And I was like, Jan, that looks like wild lettuce. And you were like, wait a minute. And then you're like, yeah, it is wild lettuce. So yeah, you can make pain medicine out of that. It's like an opiate. It's also called opium lettuce because you can make a pain reliever from it. It's really, really strong. If you're not careful, um, you can really get. I would think you could really get sick from it. Try it back a few weeks before it freezes. Mulch. I have to dehydrate it and send it to you. Marshmallow root. Yep. It'll have to be marshmallow seed. We have mullein growing wild on our property. Yes. I plan to do a bunch of harvesting of it this year. I did get some mullein too. I always have mullein. It just pops up in the places where I don't want it, of course. I would like to grow marshmallow. Yes. Well, what do you guys do with the marshmallow? Use the root, right? The marshmallow is use the root, I think. I haven't grown it. I need it for my hot chocolate. Hello, Lynette. Thanks for coming in. I don't know if I missed you. I live in Charlotte, North Carolina, 7B8A. What flowers are suggested as good pollinators? Oh, that's your possibilities are probably endless in that area. I dry mine in baskets or fine mesh with the trays. Yes, lavender, rosemary, thyme, mints. The bees love, yes, zinnias, definitely zinnias. Um, Lots of herbs. Believe it or not, pollinators love herbs. Borage brings in so many pollinators. Zinnias definitely bring in pollinators. You know what else brings in a lot of pollinators? Scarlet runner beans. Scarlet runner beans they bring in hummingbirds and butterflies, echinacea, the coneflowers, and black-eyed Susans. Those are great for pollinators. Um, Bachelor buttons also do bring in a lot of pollinators too. I mean, you really are just endless. What? You have wild marshmallow growing all over your yard. That's crazy, Jen. I remember that. I had no idea we had all that wild lettuce. Yep. A lot of skincare products. Yes. I'm planning to grow 3 kinds of sunflower seeds this year. Don't grow your sunflowers next to anything else because sunflowers will inhibit growth of other things around it. Just so you know. If you're growing sunflowers, don't grow your sunflowers next to your tomatoes or, you know what I mean? Don't grow your sunflowers next to things that you're trying to grow because your sunflowers will take all the nutrients and everything and they will deprive anything around it from growing. So just keep that in mind. I'm just now used to talking on my phone, talking to my phone. Yes, herbs. Definitely herbs. The bees, the pollinators, they love the herbs. Because once those herbs go to flower, man, the bees and stuff love it. And parsley and dill attract the swallowtail. So your parsley and your dill, if you see those caterpillars on your parsley and your dill, don't kill them because those are swallowtail butterflies, and um, they love the parsley and the dill. Bees went crazy over my sunflowers. Yes, definitely sunflowers. You can't go wrong with sunflowers. Great, folks. Thanks. You are so welcome. I grew our sunflowers in tires last year. Yes. Sunflowers attract bad bugs. Plant them alone or with basil. Sunflowers attract all the bugs. So they're considered a trap crop. They'll attract the bad bugs, but then the good bugs will come and take care of the bad bugs all at the same time. Yes, sunflowers will clean your soil of any toxic metals and things like that. And it goes in your honey. They love veggie gardens too. Absolutely. Piece of cake. Email me. I can walk you through it. We can exchange numbers. All right. Let's see what else I have in this box. I got quite a few things that I wanted to show you guys. Um, these are some good ones too. So this was another entry. Lots of seeds. This is what people are sending in for their seed swaps. Okay, guys. Crazy. All right. Those are the stamps. Let me set that aside. So this is snow peas. I know a couple people had peas on their list. These are snow. I'm back. Sorry. Um, jalapeno peppers. This is cherry bomb hot pepper. This is more cherry bomb hot peppers. These are serrano chili peppers, mammoth sunflower, large red cherry hot pepper, rattlesnake pole beans, Kentucky Wonder pole bean, heirloom variety, peach melba nasturtiums, the peach ones, Thai soldier long beans. They almost look like black eyed peas. They're so tiny and cute. More mammoth sunflowers. These are pronounced. What are these? How are these pronounced? Chodi share row. Chodi sherdo. Look at that. They're pronounced Chodi sherdo. Look at that name on those. Those are peppers. Can you try to say that? Anyway, those are peppers. Greasy Creek tomato. Greasy Creek tomato. This is a tricolor bush bean. Where we at? Tricolor bush bean. Evil olive tomato. These are cocktail size tomatoes. Beauty King dwarf tomato. Jalapeno peppers. This is a Clary baby cheese pepper. Cheese pepper. I think these are more the tricolor beans. This is lime green salad dwarf tomato. More nasturtium. Yeah, I've never seen those either. Right. This is Satan's Kiss hot pepper. Some people are really into the hot peppers. So rainforest hot pepper. More of the Greasy Creek tomato. More peach nasturtium. This is Hilltop Kentucky heirloom tomato. These are more peas. And this is more, these are soybeans. Soybeans. Actually, these are soybeans too, not peas. So these are both soybeans. And then there's more of the tricolor bush beans, the gold, purple, and green beans. So that is, oh, one more. Starobred Cheskley. I don't know how to say that. I can't say that. What is that? What does that say? Yeah, I can't say that. But anyway, that's another tomato. It's a medium sized, slightly flattened, red fruits, green shoulders. So yeah, tomato. Some people just have like tomatoes on the list, so they're going to get a ton of different tomatoes. Some people just have uh, hot peppers on the list. They're going to get a ton of different hot peppers. So when you guys have like general things on your list, yeah, that makes it really fun because there's like it's like limitless. I can send you guys like it's like unlimited possibilities of seeds that you can get. All right, so that was that one. Dropping I'm dropping all my seeds here. These are the asters. So we got those. All right, and then now, all right. I don't want no Satan anything. Seed. I don't want to be kissed by Satan. Sheesh, you know that's gonna be a hot, hot kiss. No water there, and they have snakes and bites and that bite and spiders. Where's that at? Looking for my address. I'll text it to you, Gail. I don't want to be kissed by Satan. I'm the sparkly faucet. You missed my comment about the sunflower I grew. It was 3 to 4 feet away from any pumpkin vines or the scaredy cat plant that was growing in the same bed. Okay, good. And you said it was, okay, it was 3 to 4 feet away. How big did the sunflower get? Did it get like super tall, or what kind of sunflower was it? Thank you. Thank you guys. All right, so uh this one's gonna get a couple of you guys excited. Um this one's gonna get you guys a little excited because some of these seeds were on somebody's list. So um I'm excited about getting these. All right, so this is called a pyrethrum plant. It's a chrysanthemum. So there's a species of chrysanthemum that is really specifically like for pest deterrent, for like insect deterrent. So this is called a chrysanthemum, but it's specifically a chrysanthemum that produces something called pyrethrum plant. So the pyrethrum in the plant is what repels the insects. So that is a chrysanthemum that somebody had on their list for repelling insects. And then I have citronella balm. Citronella. This is a Burmese blue banana. Burmese blue banana. Okay. And then this one is a velvet banana. All right. So some of you guys are going to get really excited about those seeds. Hey, it's Virginia Fruit Grower. How are you? Thank you so much for coming in. If you guys want to check out growing some fruit, you need to check out Virginia Fruit Grower. He grows things that I have never heard of and probably never will ever hear of ever anywhere else. Like he's got some pretty exotic things going on over there. And if you really want to see some fruit growing, you need to check him out because it's so interesting to see what he can do. And he's always grafting and like he's got a ton of cool stuff going on. So yeah, banana. I still got a pumpkin. Good. Okay, good. Can I still enter? Jan, send me an email. Yes. For you, Jan, yes. That was Gail. I know. That's why I said some people are going to get real excited about these seeds. Some people are going to get real excited. That goes to Jennifer. Right, right. So I was able to source the seeds. What did Adrian say was a pest deterrent? That is the pyrethrum in the species of chrysanthemum. So it's a species of the chrysanthemum flower that has pyrethrum in it that is specifically for pest deterrent. Yes. Are they real bananas? Yes, they are real bananas, Jan. They are real bananas. Specific flower, I can't spell. Chrysanthemum. I answered your question. Scroll up. Let me see. Is that I still? Oh, there it is. It was a mammoth sunflower, but it only got about 4 feet tall. Okay. Mexican sunflower, 16 feet tall. A Mexican sunflower, Gail? Wow, that's amazing. I didn't realize they got that big. How exciting. Where'd I go? Oh, no problem. Yes, yes. You guys really need to check out his channel because um he's got some pretty amazing things going on. And then he goes to other places where they have equally amazing things going on. So it's like, wow, I wish, one day I wish I could be as as experienced. And then he's always doing these like fruit taste tests and stuff like that. It's pretty cool. Tree collards, yes. You know what? I've always wanted tree collards, and I always forget about them. Like I always forget about them. I've got the what's it called? The thousand head kale that I keep trying to grow, that I keep planting in different spots, but it just doesn't get as big as it should get. Like it doesn't get as big as the picture says it's going to get. So I got to find the right spot for it. I got to keep trying in different spots until it actually gets to where, it's going to do good. And I can say, okay, that's the place where it's going to live because it's doing the best in that place. Tree colors and chop and drop plants are what I'm searching for my garden. Yeah, there's a website that I heard. There's a website they give out free tree color seeds, but I think it's only like a limited amount of seeds per year or something like that. And I don't remember. I think it's like some type of tree colored website. I'll have to look it up again. Who's the best seed swap person ever? Yes, there's his link right there. So if you guys check him out, he's got some really, really interesting things going on. There's a guy in Canada who's a greenhouse and grows banana trees successfully. Nice. I love the red, yellow, and orange burst sunflowers. I love sunflowers anyway. Like sunflowers are they're so uplifting. When your first sunflower blooms, it's like, ah, it's so wonderful. I noticed the Mortgage Lifter tomato seed packet said rainbow. Does that mean they are different colors? The Mortgage Lifter tomato seed pack says rainbow because it's rainbow seeds. That's the name of the company, Serena. It's Rainbow Seeds in Canada. They are definitely just, you know, the Mortgage Lifter tomato. Thank you, Kathy. All right, so then now I have one more package of seeds to share with you guys before I get to, how long have we been here? An hour and a half? Okay, I'll have time. I was wondering if I was going to run out of time to share Kathy's seeds in her box. Oh, wow. Okay, so here are a ton of seeds that I got. Look at all these seeds. I'm in seed heaven. Seed, seed, seed. Look at all these seeds. Okay, let me stop. All right, so these are all heirloom seeds, okay? All heirloom seeds, and I got them for free. All right. We have, I can't take all this excitement. This is Taiwan sugar pea. Taiwan sugar peas. This is giant of something leeks. I'm going to try to grow leeks this year. So leeks. This is lemongrass. This is Webb's Wonderful Lettuce. So Webb's Wonderful Lettuce, the interesting thing about this lettuce is that it's a heat tolerant lettuce and that it should be very slow to bolt. So I'm looking forward to trying to grow some lettuces that are heat tolerant. This is lemon balm again. This is bronze mignonette lettuce. Another lettuce that is heat tolerant. So it says that it won't bolt and it won't get bitter in the heat. So I'm looking forward to trying that. These are Robinson's Painted Daisies. Who doesn't love painted daisies, right? This is Garland Double Daisy. So these are, if I'm not mistaken, these are edible chrysanthemums. So they're more chrysanthemums, but these are edible chrysanthemums. Okay. Edible flowers. This is this catnip. It looks like catnip. The label is like cut off. So I think it's catnip. This is this is an Ashley cucumber. I thought it was interesting. They looked interesting, like an interesting variety. So Ashley cucumbers. Scarlet red tatsoi. More hyssop. This is UC72 asparagus. So it's definitely a perennial. This is red Reuben basil. This one is something called astragalus. Astragalus is a medicinal, and I don't remember what it's for at like right now at this moment, but I know that it's a medicinal and it's called astragalus. Yes, bees love catnip. A few varieties of catnip. We sold the plants for $1 each and ended up paying off his wow, $7,000 mortgage. That's awesome. Oh, right. Yes, I did know the story behind the mortgage lifter. This is Thumbelina carrots. This is Violetta Italia cauliflower. And I believe this is the purple cauliflower. I have purple broccoli seeds, but I couldn't get the purple cauliflower seeds, so finally I got purple cauliflower. Giant golden Pascal celery. So this is a golden celery. This one is perpetual spinach. Garlic chives. Yeah, just because I needed some more garlic chives. This one is, okay, so this is Starro chives. And these I think are pink. I think these are pink chives, if I'm not mistaken. The flowers on these are pink. Okay, astragalus is a plant that has been used in traditional Chinese medicine for centuries. It's promoted as a dietary supplement for many conditions. So I knew that it was medicinal. I can't remember what it was used for. Golden celery, yes, golden celery. What is this? Oh, this is a purple onion, purpleette specialty onion. I believe these are the like purple bunching onions, not like a big. Um, the labels on here are super tiny. Like, look at this. Look how tiny that is. And it's like italic. The letters are in like italic print, so it makes it even harder to see. It doesn't say, but I'm pretty sure these are like purple bunching onions. This is golden. Did I say golden? Yeah. Golden purslane. Purslane is definitely another medicinal. Blue sage. This is called Shungiku. I don't remember what it is either. Let me see something. I probably have a note here for what that is. I don't know. I thought I made a note of it, but I'll have to look it up again. Shungiku. I don't remember what that is. Never heard of it. Yeah, purslane is good. Yes, purslane, yep. What do snowmen use to make a salad? Iceberg lettuce, snow peas, and icicle radishes. Cute. All right, this is Texacoa sorghum. Have you ever grown sorghum? Sorghum. I believe that is let me see. So the sorghum plant is like a cereal crop. It's kind of like rice or wheat or barley. It's an annual. So some of the benefits of sorghum is that it's rich in vitamins like B vitamins, magnesium, potassium, phosphorus, iron, zinc, and it's a great source of um, fiber. Sorghum. And then this one is German thyme, because German thyme is more medicinal than regular thyme. German thyme. This is the clear pink tomato. Oh, hello, Jazzy Mama. Thank you for coming in. You can juice it. Okay. Can make sugar syrup. It's a gluten-free cereal grain that is high in fiber and protein. Yes. The stems for sorghum syrup. This is Namenia turnip. So this is a good turnip for the greens. And I don't grow turnips per se for the turnip, but I do grow them for the greens. So this was a good one, it said, for growing for the greens. And then this last one is valerian. So if you don't know what valerian is, it's another medicinal. It's used as a like a relaxant. It can be used as some like a type of sedative. It's good for like anxiety or you know, just to calm you. So that was all of these. That was all of those. And I will share a link for these. This is from freeheirloomseeds.org. Okay. You can go on their website once a year and you can request free heirloom seeds. And they have a huge list of seeds. So every year I go on right before the seed swap and I always get a huge stack of heirloom seeds. So I do go once a year, and you can make a donation. If you make a donation, you'll get your seeds faster. But either way, you still can get free seeds. So that was freeheirloomseeds.org for that one. Let me clear my space here because I've got so many seeds in front of me right now. I have to make space to get this other box in front of me. All right. So, all right, now we got a box here. More seeds. Let's see, am I missing anything? You can pop sorghum like popcorn. Yes. What do you call a sick vegetable? A horseradish. Valerian works, but it smells bad. Yes. So that's what I heard. It does kind of stink a little bit. So you would have to like mix it in with something else, like, you know, maybe some lavender or like a more of a fragrant like chamomile or something that smells better than valerian. Some lots of honey maybe, because it's stinky. They are great. There's more. Wow, this is better than Christmas. Yes, there's more. All right. So this is like the best time. I love this time when we do the seed swap, because I like to be able to share with you guys all the wonderful seeds that are coming in. Everybody's donating all these wonderful seeds. And believe me, you are going to get back, you know, tons of seeds. So as long as your list is, you know, friendly to where I got space to like flexibility, so to speak. Like I love Kathy's list. Her wish list is so great. Like I'm telling you, like her wish list is so great because oh my gosh, look at this box. It's like full to the brim. Oh man. Oh, I disappeared. Let me get rid of that. It's full to the brim with seeds, more seeds. Anyway, what I was saying was I love Kathy's list because it's got like all of the room. It's got all of the room for possibilities. So seeds that she wants, tomatoes, like slicers, canning, you know what I mean? Those types of tomatoes. I can go crazy with sending her tomatoes for her list. You know what I mean? Bell peppers, all colors. The possibilities are like, you know what I mean? So I love when like Kathleen from my Alabama Farm Life, she always had a list like that where she would just put down, you know, tomatoes, whatever you send me, and I would have fun with it because I'm like, like I want to give her like blow your mind type of tomatoes, you know, or you know, just having fun with it, you know, trying to get all of the unheard of names and things, and then you're like, wow, I never heard of that one, or I've never heard of this one, and get like all these seeds that you've never even heard of, and it just makes it so fun, you know. I'm making raised beds out of cinder blocks. I did that. Cedar is too expensive and had to get and too much work. Cinder blocks will last forever. I'm filling them with rich soil for my forest. You know what? I did that with my very first garden. I started it with cinder blocks. Yep. It was amazing. No, it's not. It's not. Yours is equally fun because yours is a challenge. All right, so let's get on with this because this is a full box. All right, so we got this Iran squash. Look at how beautiful that is. So believe it or not, there are some people out there that love to grow squash. So this is Iran squash. It was collected in 1940. That's interesting. Very interesting. So yeah, that's a beautiful squash. All right. This is thyme, marjoram. These are so cute. These little envelopes are the cutest. They got this little window right here, and on the back it says let love grow. Very cute. You know what? And it's interesting too. Every year I get these like more and more interesting seed envelopes. Like who was it? Where to Begin Homestead. She sent me these like fluorescent type of seed envelopes, and they were so cool. Yeah, that was. There's always some really cool seed envelopes too. So this is the ox heart carrot. Look at that, how big those are. Those like turnip sized carrots. New Kuroda carrot. That's a beauty. Those are beautiful carrots too. Pumpkin, yellow radish. Yellow radish. Okra. I love okra. I love pickled okra, to be more specific. You might need to make more beds. What are you planning on planting in it? Everything. Watermelons and citrus and loofah will be in the greenhouse. Yes. All right. These are manhukuji carrots. So these are like long, skinny ones. Those are cool. Oh, wow. Look at this. Where am I at? I'm gone again. I'm disappearing. Wow. So exciting. Don't forget to lime it or check its pH. If pH comes in decent, apply gypsum. It will help on bugs. Good advice. More pumpkin, okra, zinnias. Like, who doesn't love zinnias, right? Even though I can't really get them to grow that well. Sweet corn, more okra, cantaloupe. Where am I at? Cantaloupe, Lincoln peas, okra, pole beans. These are Kentucky Wonder pole beans. These are marigolds. Great pest deterrent. More yellow radish. I love radishes, you guys. I don't know about you guys, but I love radishes. You know, if you cook radishes, if you're on a low carb diet or if you're trying to eliminate as many carbs as possible, if you cook radishes, saute them in like garlic and butter with some spinach or whatever, the radish will lose a lot of that like bite, and it'll take on the flavors that you're sauteing it with, and it can resemble a potato in a sense. So if you're trying to give up like rice, potatoes, noodles, that kind of thing, you're trying to give that stuff up as much as possible, try sauteing some radishes. Excellent. These are gourds. These are harvester beans, asparagus, cantaloupe, bush beans, okra, harvester beans, zinnias, yellow squash, Lincoln peas, more yellow squash, leeks too, yes, tarragon. That's why I'm growing leeks too, because um, we're just trying to be more healthy, more conscientious. Pole beans, Kentucky Wonder pole beans, gourds, Lincoln peas, more bush beans. I like bush beans better than pole beans, I mean, in my opinion, but I know pole beans take up less space. So, yellow squash, turnips, okra, cucumber, marigold, pansies. Pansies are really good, but they can be toxic, so you got to do your research on those. Yellow squash, asparagus. Now is a good time. Now is the time to get your asparagus planted too. If you're going to be growing rhubarb, asparagus, artichokes, those types of perennials that last for years and years, now is the time to get those things started. Cucumber, sweet corn, specifically pickled cucumber. Anybody who's going to be growing pickles? Oh yes, yellow wax beans. I love yellow wax beans. They're so prolific. Marigold, pickling, evening primrose, more Lincoln peas, more okra, Lincoln peas, Jan's radish garden, bush beans, cumin. There were a few people with cumin on their list. Sweet corn, bush beans, okra. Oh, wait, there's more. Danvers half long, okra, yellow radish, yellow squash, and more okra. So yes, all right, that was the end of that box. And that's not even all, because I still have a lot of people are still sending in their seeds. So I haven't, like, that was probably only a handful of people, and maybe only half of the people that are sending in seeds. So I still have people sending in seeds, and this is not even going to be the end of all the seeds. Not to mention, I myself have a ton of seeds. So you guys, this is going to be awesome. Okay? Awesome. So we are at, let's see, what is this? I dare you, Jan. Jan's radish. I have cumin seeds. Yep. Wow, they just keep coming. Yes. Yes. And that's not even the end of it. Like, I mean, I still have, oh, and let me show you this. So this I got from Heather. This is a huge bag of calendula. Calendula. So everybody's going to get calendula. Thank you, Heather. Yep. And chamomile, farm fresh chamomile. I actually did some, what is it called? The food saver thing. I put some chamomile in some food saver bags so that I could save some of it. Yep. There's more in the box, but I'm not gonna take up any more of your time. I mean, I know you guys are probably bored of all these seeds by now, right? Right. And then Heather said she's sending more. I just got more. I just got more of these little seed envelopes. So I always need like seed envelopes. So if you have any extra, you can throw those in there. But if not, I just got some. So I got some of those, and yeah, that's it. So oh, let me put this back in the box. Yep. They can be pickled, but I don't see canning directions. Is that for radishes? Was that what you guys were talking about? Canning radishes? Wonder if anyone tried to can radish. Yeah, I've never seen anyone can radish. But I mean, I don't imagine that it would be if you can can like turnips, then I'm sure you can can radishes. So yes, my kind of chat. I love all things pickled, you guys. I love pickled okra, pickled asparagus, pickled. I love pickles, especially dill pickles. Trying to print my stamps.com label to send mine out tomorrow, hopefully. Getting frustrated. Oh, take your time, Gail. Take your time. You'll figure it out. You'll figure it out. I get Heather's calendula seeds too. I can't wait for my international YouTube garden. Ah, that's funny. Because then you can put that on your channel, like, and this space over here, this is my international YouTube garden. I call dibs on the tarragon. Keep those Hoosier fed. God bless. Thank you so much. We will definitely be visiting your channel. So far, I have chocolate mint and some herbs to start off my international YouTube garden. Can radishes just be stored like potatoes and carrots in a root cellar? Yeah, you know what? I would think they could be. Um, I don't know. I mean, they don't have they don't have that tough um they don't have like a tough outer skin, but I don't know. Carrots don't really have too much of a tough outer skin either. So, I mean, I guess I wouldn't, as long as it's cool enough down there, I guess, I guess there's only one way to find out. I think if you take the tops off of them, you definitely have to take the tops off and just have just the radishes. But I don't know, because whenever I buy radishes at the grocery store, they're always in a bag or in a bunch, but they're always in a refrigerator section. So I don't know. Jana Clock's over here next to the Indiana Backyard Chocolate Mint. Right. And I'll probably, you know what, Jen, what I'll probably do is those Jana clocks that you won on the giveaway, I'll probably just throw those in with your seed swap mail. That way, they'll all get there and enough time will hopefully have passed, and the I'm about to say California. The Canada mail will have caught up by then. There's some Google tips on canning them. Oh, good. Okay. I would definitely try to pickle them. Yeah. Dry the tops to add into soups and things. Oh, yes. Yes. The spiciness of the radish tops. Oh, yum. It's like mustard greens or something. You have till May when the snow melts. Okay. Yeah. So I hope you guys, thank you, Jan. Thank you so much for coming in. I hope you guys enjoyed the live. It was like I just kind of went live on a whim, and I wanted to share like all these great seeds that are coming in for the seed swap. So those of you that have already got your emails in, thank you so much. And the deadline to get your seeds out is February 7th if you haven't gotten them out already. That way I can get everybody's seeds out to them for their 2025 garden by the end of February. So that's the plan anyway. I might wait on a few things that are coming in because, like I said, I did also order some seeds from Nikotova, and they probably will be in like another 2 weeks, I imagine, before I get those. And there's a few of those in there that I'd like to share with everybody as well. Especially some cool flowers that some people had requested. So I found those there, and I definitely wanted to share those with for the seed swap. So, all right, you guys, I am going to call it a night. We have been on 2 hours, and we had lots of fun with all the seeds and lots of things for you guys to think about. So I'm experimenting with a massive melon that the plant smells and animals and rodents hate. Okay. Huh. I'll have to look at that. The free heirloomseeds.com. It's, oh no, org. I'm sorry. Free heirloom seeds.org. And when I'm done with the live, I'll go back in and in the description or even in the comment section, I'll pin that comment there for the free heirloomseeds.org. And it's very specific instructions that you have to follow to get the seeds. So definitely make sure you follow the instructions for how to request your seeds. All right, guys, so that's going to do it. I am going to call it a night, and I'm so grateful for you guys joining me tonight. And anybody who watches the replay, thank you so much. And until next time, the more you know, the more you grow. Bye, guys.